In a world awash in uncertainty.
Get off my back. I'm trying the best I can.
Wait, what?
Swamp Thing?
Yeah, I know Swamp Thing, but why did he not resurface?
Well, he hasn't been in movies for 20, 30 years now.
I'm pretty sure that means that they shift.
Two brave heroes take on all things action.
Hey guys, welcome to another great and amazing edition of All Things Action Videocast. I'm Dad, otherwise known as Aaron. And this is...
Raiden!
That's right, Big Raiden in the house. What's going on, dog?
Nothing, what's going on?
I don't know. I asked you first.
Nothing really.
Yeah? Alright, so we had quite the weekend. This weekend with concerts and games and rainouts and all sorts of stuff. So today is actually Monday. Obviously, dedicated fans know that we usually put this out on Tuesday. So this is a real condensed, crunched version of the show this week. So next week, Raiden,
Yeah.
we got a request for a particular topic. So next week we'll dig into that.
Okay.
A very special man in your life asked us to talk about Krypton,
Cool.
the new show on Sci-Fi Channel that just came out that follows the lineage of Superman, otherwise known as Kal-El. So we're going to watch the first 2 episodes of that, kind of give our thoughts on the show, and then kind of dig into the background or the mythos of Superman. Does that sound good?
Or Kal-El.
Yes. But that also means that you're going to have to really, buckle down, right?
Okay.
Okay. You going to do that?
Yep.
Look into that camera and tell the fans, I will buckle down and this will be a good show.
What does that mean?
Just say it.
I will fucking down and make this a good show.
That's right. That's next week. This show, all bets are off.
Oh, that's off.
That's right.
No way. It's happening this week.
That's right. So, as far as the weekend went, we took Samaya. Mom and I took Samaya to see.
Run the Jewels.
Yeah, Run the Jewels and Lord. Interesting show, I will say that. Lord, she's an interesting gal. Run the Jewels, however, it was awesome. My only complaint was they weren't on long enough. I could have used 2 hours of them and I would have gladly paid more money, but I digress. Let's get into some things that are close to your heart. Number 1, wrestling.
Yep.
Let's start with that. Last night we watched New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Style Evolve from California. They usually come to America twice a year, and this was one of their shows in the U.S. And the main event was the Gold Lovers versus the Young Bucks.
Yep.
And Kenny Omega, and his partner, whose name escapes me right now.
I think it was something Oshi or something.
Yeah, Oshi, something like that.
Something like that. It escapes me.
I'm pretty sure it almost reached the 1 hour time limit. In New Japan Pro Wrestling, they set time limits for matches, which is kind of neat. These 4 gentlemen put on what I can only describe as a superior 5-star match. It exceeded anything I've ever seen in wrestling, and I've watched a lot of wrestling. That match was, it made me a believer in all 4 of those athletes. So, props to them. What did you think?
I think it was, for the start, it was 4.5 for me.
4.5.
And then it got to 5 stars.
And then it got to 5 stars. Yeah, it's kind of a slow burn, but after a while they were doing moves that they shouldn't have been able to do. So that was pretty incredible. Super DDTs into, all sorts of stuff. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Off the corner.
Yeah.
What was that super?
I can't even remember, but super suplexes and DDTs and brain busters and spine busters and corkscrews and Yeah, all
Yeah,
sorts of amazing things.
Matt's back up.
They used everything in their arsenal, didn't they?
Yeah, especially one table. What was it? It was the I don't remember. It escapes me.
Leather belt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
The Young Bucks did, at least.
if you guys want to watch that, it's on Access TV. We use Sling, so they have an on-demand that works really well, and so we'll probably go back and watch that again. But all the matches on there were pretty darn cool. Cody Rhodes's match was pretty neat too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with
Tonga
Tonga.
and some other guys. We're still learning those guys' names, but props to New Japan Pro Wrestling. You guys put on an excellent show. Perfect thing to put on right before 2 weeks before WrestleMania. That's still going to be fresh in everybody's mind. All the wrestling fans are going to remember that particular show, and now WrestleMania has to live up to that. That's going to be a tall bill.
Tall Bill.
Yeah.
It's probably that Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle one is gonna be a heck of a match.
Yeah, so maybe in a couple of weeks when WrestleMania is
We might
right
even-
there, maybe we can do like a WrestleMania breakdown.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could even and Triple H and Stephanie are it's a men's tag team match.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we're only going to get into a couple of things, right?
Yeah.
So Krypton next week, wrestling maybe down the road, right?
Yeah, WrestleMania.
This week we want to talk about someone or a couple of people near and dear to our hearts from the TV world. Of course, I'm talking about none other than Rick and Morty. Right here. Rick with the Szechuan sauce, which we tried. What'd you think?
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
And it looks like the Rick is a chicken nugget.
Yep, Rick's a chicken nugget on my shirt. There's the Szechuan sauce. So, Bear, it's been a while since season 3 wrapped up, right?
Yeah.
And we're still waiting on season 4.
Yep.
We might have to wait longer for season 4.
Why?
Because, well, they haven't even started doing anything with season 4 yet. But the good news is all the rumors that were flying around the internet about why season 4 wasn't happening are all kind of bogus. You know what the reason is?
What?
It's called contract negotiations.
What?
So the creators of Rick and Morty
Yeah.
had a contract through 3 seasons. Okay? So now that the 3rd season's over with, if Adult Swim Cartoon Network wants to keep airing Rick and Morty, then they're going to have to restructure a contract, make a new contract. And since, wow, that was aggressive. And listen, and here's how come. Because Rick and Morty has become a cultural phenomenon. You know what that means?
And it's a good phenomenon?
Sure, but a cultural phenomenon means that it's worked its way into everyday culture. Okay? So it's gotten commercial. Okay? So think about it. I've got a shirt on right now that says Szechuan sauce dripping Szechuan dipping sauce, right?
Yeah.
It's clearly in regards to the McDonald's thing, right?
Yeah. If you go to McDonald's, get chicken nuggets or something, and ask for Mulan Szechuan sauce.
That's right. So if you're able to work your way into something as big as McDonald's, they came out with the Szechuan sauce for one day, and it was so well received that they had to bring it back semi-permanently, which they're doing right now. It won't be around forever, so get your Szechuan sauce now. I'm not plugging McDonald's, but if you want to try it, you got to get it soon. Anyway,
You gotta get it soon.
Anyway, so
You gotta
if
get
you
it
have
soon.
a show, if you make a show that has that big of an impact, where people are clamoring and calling McDonald's and making death threats to managers at McDonald's, you got a hell of a show. and you better get paid for it, right?
Yeah.
So that's all they're doing is they just want to. They say we're ready to go. Just show me the money. It's from a movie from way back, way before you were even thought of.
I bet because probably
Show
when
me
you
the
were
money.
probably when you were at least in high school or lower.
Sure.
When you were
Sure.
sometime.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
so that's what's going on, buddy. They just want to get paid what they deserve. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
So there's that. Awesome news from Marvel. Captain Marvel, the female superhero movie, has started shooting. So that's pretty neat, right?
Yay!
That's awesome, right?
I bet Smile will be thrilled to hear that.
Yeah, and you think she's going to be excited about that?
I mean, yeah, she loves good superheroes.
Sure. In the comic books, the newest member of the Justice League is Darkseid.
Wait, what?
Darkseid, yeah. It's one of the big things that they're starting to talk about is making the villains the focal points of some of the biggest franchises out there. So DC's really started, I mean, they've been doing it for years with Joker and everything, but I mean, if you look at the movies that they're really scheduled to start on or kind of spitballing right now, the Joker movie with, it sounds like Joaquin Phoenix now is going to take over. That's a big one. There's a Doctor Doom movie in the works.
Wait, Doctor.
Yeah,
Is it-
from Fantastic Four.
Yeah, the villain.
Yeah, so maybe they'll focus on the villains and try to build up those guys since they have a boatload of superheroes
Superhero.
now who usually are just taking on one big bad villain, right? Well, it'd be nice to have a whole murderer's row of villains
Well,
that you
here,
could choose from to fight against the good guys, right?
here's what I'm saying with that. The parademons,
Mm-hmm.
they are some type, like a villain.
Yeah. But they're more like soldiers,
Yeah,
right?
that's why I
Kind of like
quoted it.
pawns in the game, right? In the chess game of life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're basically like soldiers, bad soldiers for, like,
Yeah. Yeah. But it'd be nice to have, like, to actually get a backstory of where these guys come from, the
yeah,
bad
like,
guys, right?
dogs.
Because not all good guys come from good places, and not all bad guys start at
As-
bad places, right?
Yeah, like,
Some are good guys who, for reasons not of their own, turn into villains,
yeah,
right?
like some villains were superheroes, but then something happened with their mind or something.
One of my favorite graphic novels of all time, The Watchmen,
Oh yeah,
is
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I have
A
seen.
superhero that turns into a villain, but he does it for reasons that are altruistic, reasons that are potentially good. Watch the Watchmen movie, or better yet, read the graphic novel. Right?
I've watched it, but it escapes me.
Yeah, that's okay. You're pretty young, so that's okay. Anyway, buddy, we're gonna keep this one short and sweet, because Dad doesn't want to edit for 5 hours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Not really.
Not really? Okay. Short and sweet, right?
Yep.
You love it. You want some more of it, right? Next week, we're going to cover Krypton.
Yep.
So we got some TV shows to watch, and we have some literature to read, right?
Yeah.
And then we need to come up with a kick-ace show, right?
I just thought of probably for next week. Like, after we talk about Krypton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You thought of something?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Save it for next week, right? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Till next week, guys. Thank you for watching on the fairly short show today. We really appreciate it. Make sure you hit those like buttons if you like what you see here, and tell your friends about us. And hit us up on Facebook, All Things Action Videocast. For All Things Action Videocast, I'm Dad, also known as Aaron, and my buddy,
Landon.
and we are out. Thanks, guys. See you later.